Good morning. Thank you for joining me for a little small talk on Tuesday, February 6th. So one of the things I want to talk about, a little chit chat, is about knowing when to speak and how our words and the validity of our words and how we feel lose power when we speak at the wrong times. We have had 3 celebrities, in my opinion, that have spoke, and their words could have been very powerful and very impactful, but just spoken at the wrong time. I want to talk about Taraji. We know she's beloved, but I want to talk about that. Tyrese, crying all the time, Gibson, and Jay-Z. Don't shoot the messenger. I just got a message. So Taraji spoke about the inequity in treatment and pay among actors as it relates to race. But it was done during the press tour of The Color Purple. So I find that there may have been some challenges with the promotion of The Color Purple without her ever saying a word, simply because it is a movie, a book that has been revised several times. It's been a movie, it's been a musical, it was already a novel, and now here there's this reimagined version of this story. So we supported it each and every time. We've read it, we've watched it, and we've gone to the play. So now here we are again, faced with this new version of the story, but we want to support it. But then we find out that there are some poor treatment of the actors. Well, not just Taraji, Fantasia. I thought what Taraji said overshadowed Fantasia and all of the other wonderful actors and the great job that they did. And I just thought that her speaking on that was at the wrong time. She had plenty of time. She has a platform. There's social media. She's done other interviews. And what she said actually took away from the hard work of the guy who actually did the screenplay for the theater version of the movie. So, do we blame Taraji for this? Is she wrong for speaking up? No. But what she said took the wind out of the sail of the accomplishments of everyone who worked on that movie, in my opinion. And I don't think that I'm alone in this. So knowing when to speak could have garnered some results, a deeper conversation, may have had the potential to have a mass restructuring of how things are done, put people on their toes and make sure that they are actually taken care of on these sets. But instead, it knocked out the contender of her conversation. And it also antagonized, not purposefully, but it antagonized Oprah. Made her the villain in this whole thing when she had nothing to do with this. Wrong time to speak. And it invalidated some things that were really good, including what she had to say. The second celebrity is Tyrese. Now he crying all over social media talking about he wish he had been born Latino. Really, Tyrese? During Black History Month, you gonna say this? So, is there ever a time to wish that you were something other than what you are? If you wish to be, it's your prerogative to think this. But I think the bigger message is he's saying that how there is not necessarily a stereotype, but it is shown, there's a large showing of support in Latina families. They support each other. They live with each other. They posse up with each other. They put their money together. They grow together. They build businesses together. They believe in family. And you don't even have to personally know someone of that ethnicity to know that. You don't have to work with them. You don't have to have a friend. You don't have to have a significant other where you can see the insights of a family. It is shown, but it shows us Black people working against each other. But the fact that he said it, and I don't think he particularly articulated his point very well. You really kind of had to dig into the message of what he was saying. But if you don't have the time to do that, and you're just scrolling on social media, the message is lost. And during Black History Month? Really? Really? So, there's a time to speak. So now we come to Jay-Z. At the Grammys, he was awarded the Dr. Dre Icon Award. And I understand also talking about the inequity of how some artists are treated and acknowledged and things like that. But I personally didn't like how the message was delivered. Some people are saying, oh, he stood up for his wife. But she won 32 Grammys. And there are people who are, dare I say, Behave, don't get me, that are more talented than his wife, that doesn't even have the opportunity to showcase their talent in the way that she does, let alone the acknowledgments that she has already received. So you want everything plus the album of the year. Okay, that's okay. You can want it all. Yes, you can. But while she was snubbed, you were snubbing her too, Jay-Z. Because during that same time, you were stepping out on her in your marriage. You didn't treat her well either. But you have gone to therapy, you're working on your marriage, and you have been redeemed in that scenario. Why can't you allow the Grammy Academy to be redeemed also, as you see they are taking measures? Why bring it up? What I think turned me off is him saying that people will be robbed from their categories, which is true. Also stating that there are some people who doesn't even belong in certain categories, which is also true, but it didn't need to be said. And I personally think, and he was looking in the direction of Taylor Swift, a woman who was uncovered because her man wasn't there while he was covering his wife. Wrong. You cannot be upset at the love that someone else gets. I personally don't find it to be a racial issue. That woman has fans. People buy her music. They ride for her. They even overrode Ticketmaster. She has supporters. And just because you don't think that she's worthy doesn't mean that she's not. As he stated, art overall is subjective, which is true. Everybody don't think his wife is the greatest. Everybody don't think he's the greatest, although they don't take anything away from him, because I personally feel like the second recipient of the Dr. Dre Icon Award could have gone to someone else. KRS-One, Salt and Pepper, MC Lyte, Nas, Public Enemy. I could go on. But at my age, I forgot some of the groups. But you know what I mean. So while standing up for his wife is a good thing, or artists overall, and talking about the inequity of how things have happened, if you're going to forgive something, don't come back and sweep crap in that person's face or in that institution's face. You came to accept an award that you felt you deserved. They gave it to you. There's another platform. You own Tidal. Get a podcast and talk about it. You're part of the NFL. On the strength of entertainment, and this is how all of the Super Bowl halftime shows are coming. You're doing great things. Don't muddy it up being messy. being angry, being bitter at the wrong time, at the stage where you're accepting an icon award. That same institution gave you the acknowledgement and power to speak those words that you now shoving it down their face. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. And it is not enough to be right at the expense of other people, hurting them. Now, I'm not even talking about the Academy. I'm talking about the people who are the artists, because everybody's sitting there and I was like, who are you talking about? Me? Who, me? I don't deserve it? I'm the one robbing people? Or I'm the one that's going to be robbed? You didn't validate anybody, including your wife, because she looked uncomfortable. So, there's a time and a place. Is this the time and the place for me to speak it? I don't know, but I'm going to speak it too since everybody else talking. But what do you think? Thank you for stopping in for a little small talk with me. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate you. Bye.